The hand enters the room and walks away. The mistress is hurt again. The husband who was born is receiving media coverage. Everything he says is true. 20% of our victims, Caroline, were compared to 32% of their husbands. There are no other 11-month-old girls. We lived together on the outskirts of Athens. Caroline was a very compassionate person. She's been doing taekwondo since she was a kid. It has been awarded the black rank. She likes stickers. I bought a husky in the warehouse a year ago. 4 more were lost. Caroline met at 15. The husband who is now here is more than. Bobby's parents live in Caroline's. There is a villa on a small building in Detroit. The family doesn't go there often on vacation. It was Caroline. The difference in years is 12. But it's time for people to start. They live together. Married in 2018. This is Caroline. And the ratio has been successful and respected. Helicopters. Newlywed soon. Caroline had a baby girl. And she had a world entirely dominated by women. Around a.m. on March 11, 2021. The police received a report. Caroline's house beat the police. Finish the description of that. The police were shocked. They were the first to go to Caroline's house. This is really a mess. Her husky was hanged from the staircase. Caroline's girlfriend is doing it. Scream and slap. Trying to wake her up. But she didn't respond to the girl's cry. Husband is not restrained by hand. His neck, his mouth and his eyes were shaken. Route to ratio method. Around 1:30 in the morning. There's a gangster sneaking into his house. Husband and wife are not admitted. The person has been in the house for nearly a short time. The gangster pointed at his. Force him and Caroline to come out. The location of the house. The gangster was killed by the gangster. Enough to meet the requirements of others. Please don't harm your family. It's very cooperative between husband and wife. But one of the criminals was covering Karen with her bare hands. Yeah, his whole body was dumped on the floor. Reach out to your wife. Wearing his wife's cry for help. He was dying. I don't know how long it took to recover. It's visible in his eyes. He found his hand. Press the button with your nose. One of them is this one. It connected to the home phone. Because he covered his mouth. The warehouse picks up the warehouse. Ratio can only make strange calls. You go straight to his house. He was busy with the police. Report to the police. This is the case. He went home to Belgium to cry. He thinks it's a small dog fighting. The police did a thorough investigation of the case. There is a box on the ground. This is more than 10% of the surface. Golden beads worth 2 inches. It has been taken away by criminals. Report to the police. The reason why I keep a lot of gold at home. It's because he and his wife recently bought a place. Some workers need to be paid for their work. He suspected he knew something. Of people colluded with the gangster. The crime incident of Oshino. And it caused quite a stir in Greece. The crime incident in this area is in this area. It's not even popular with the general public. The police are looking for Caroline. And the house was cleared. But unfortunately the case is not. All images are not available. The one in the house. The statue has also been destroyed by the criminals. The local deposit card was taken by them. No, the police are near Caroline's house. A video was put on an image. Top next case. Something suspicious went to Caroline's house. They will immediately make an appointment and ask for it to be checked separately. The police collected DNA from under Caroline's fingernails. This method matches any suspect. The case does not have an eye. I don't have any useful leads. Only the resident next door cried. Police. There is a big problem in solving the case. Except for the suspicious car that was photographed here. They didn't know where to start. Because the case is huge. The affected local government announced that it would take out 30% yuan to provide information on the request. The 3rd day after Karen died. All of them on Titus. The shops, bars and restaurants are all gone. More than 2,000 people on the island have collectively gone. Burying the life of his mother. The police asked for an emergency response. To determine the words used by criminals. The best one is Abani. After receiving 150 photos provided by the police. The number of suspects in this method is as small as 10 people. There is no one in the land. Albany is working illegally in this country. Victims were often tortured and beaten. 6 months before that. All of these things happen in the same place. The police found some evidence. This guy has a bad guy. Use others as partners. Find the suspect. The police issued a statement saying they were looking for a suspect. This is what killed Caroline. The height is about 1.7 meters. Golden shorthand. This is a misogynist. The police also started looking for suspects in this case 3 years ago. In another case, the suspect is still alive. The suspect in that case 3 years ago. They robbed a trainee's house. The victim was very emotional. And entered their homes around 10 o'clock at night. You're picking on women's families. Police are still hunting for another suspect, Eunice. He was also one of the members of that gang. Shortly after Caroline was buried. Caused by the treatment of human beings. Attention of the local police. He has a photo of creation hidden in his body. Arrested across borders. The police pulled DNA from him. Fruit indication. He was in another relationship. Burglary case. The location is far from Caroline's house. It's only 20 minutes away. The case is here with Caroline. Days before the case. Plus, crime. The MO is very similar. The police suspect that it was shipped by the people. However, it was not checked. They don't have any problems. It's clear that he has a problem with the Caroline case. The exhibition of the secret drum. All traced by the police. The suspects were all ruled out. As it moves along, it moves along. They will work together with that team. The less likely it is to commit a crime. Police report to local media. Very few people worked at Caroline's. Just like a gangster in front of you. I bleached the whole house. The police have lost money again. The case mentioned in the confession is. Find some ideas for solving the case. Suddenly, it was mentioned in the confession. The beauty of him and his wife. It's the exact opposite of what Caroline Day described. Caroline Day, and this is what she said. She was abused by her husband. He escaped a long time ago. July 2020. The girl was born shortly after. Caroline was going to. She started out looking for an apartment. But it's because I can't bear it. They grow up in families. She changed her mind. That's worse than your control. He was even in Caroline's. Install a heel on the hand. Caroline's life story. She was very scared. Over and over again. There's nothing wrong with this. Caroline's daily volume. Couples often have intense arguments. And things often escalate very quickly into a beating. She is not in the warehouse, and the treasure is not tied. Psychologically, she told her family. But Caroline disagrees. She didn't want to hurt her family. The 8th day of the case. At Caroline's memorial. The police asked Babi and others to come to the police station to assist in the investigation. He begged the police to let him stay. But the police disagreed. They have already arrested a suspect. I need him to confirm my identity. On the matter, the police no longer believe it. His previous method of committing crimes with gangs was full of loopholes. Can you find the root method? Plus Caroline's Day. The police are 100% sure. They're not looking for a team. It's only 10 to 10 people. They did it with Caroline's smart hand. It was reported that it was around AM in the evening. His mental and physical strength. Suddenly out of the blue. It lasted 6 minutes. But the warehouse provided before the ratio. Caroline is long dead. It's clear that he is here. In addition, the police checked Bobby's hand. He was there in the evening of the case. The house is back and it is small. But in his confession. The problem is that he has been trapped by criminals. Limit the line. 8 small. Plus a lot of evidence from the police. It's broken. He promised that it was his own doing. Managed the wife's accident. The reason is that the wife wants to compensate him. The police suspect that there is no other reason. They've got big problems. I'm with Caroline now. A luxury vacation to Dubai. And it took about 47,000 miles. They are repairing the house. It cost another £14. Before Caroline was killed. Her gift is to send others money. The name and date of the root case. Police possible fight. What happened on the day of the murder? It was 8:30 that night. Caroline sent a message to a friend. She wants to compare the bottom line. The material on the hand is shown. She booked a hotel for the night. Check in with a female. But he got into a heated argument with Bobby. Did you go? Around 1:30 in the morning. I unplugged the customer's image deposit card. Noisy? Around 4 in the morning. Taraline goes to sleep in the bedroom. 1 point. Sheeny also entered the room. I'm waiting for his hand. Out of those 6 points. 11 minutes. The hand can no longer beat his heartbeat. I killed Karen with a pillow. Then he started again with the face of the girl. Inventory of shocking crimes. That's why did you show me the materials of his hand? That night, he went back and forth in the house for a walk. He drowned the husky. It's on the ladder. Around 6 in the morning. Bobby deliberately cheated the police again. In court. This is the real deal. Did you hurt Caroline? And he did it for Caroline, who used to do it for him and women. He did it in a fit of rage that night. But the prosecutor showed a lot of evidence that he was there. The most serious person was charged with a felony. The first one is 2 is abuse. He's still being held in Manila. Corey Rothschild is waiting for the verdict. Caroline's death provoked the wrath of the entire country. A large number of anti-terrorist attacks have been carried out. The scale of domestic violence has hit the streets. And so did the international government. The impact of domestic violence.